So I thought I'd share with you guys what I'm using for internet. I found a really affordable option, and that's using a visible SIM card in a Verizon jetpack. This is I'll go turn it on while I'm talking. This is a Verizon model 7730L MiFi unit. It works really well as far as not having any slowdown of speed with Verizon. Even if you have their unlimited service, once you get to a certain data limit, they'll start slowing your service down. Visible doesn't do that. I forget the exact speed. I think their data speeds may be lower than Verizon. It's adequate for streaming though, and they don't slow it down at all, no matter how much you use, which is really great. So I'm able to connect, I don't even know how many. I think it's like 20 devices to this if I wanted to. Of course, I don't use that much. It's really great if you have anything, like if you want a dedicated Wi-Fi unit or hotspot in your car, in your camper. If you wanted to keep, one of the things I'm exploring is how to monitor the temperature remotely. You know, if you have a dog, or even if you just want to know what the temperature is in your car or camper, it's really hard to do that without Wi-Fi, unless you go with an option that you have to pay a monthly service for. So anyway, this you can actually, you have, I think this unit, well, you can have 15 or 20 different things connected to it. And the good thing about it too is that it's also mobile. It's at 52%. It has battery, so that you can just unplug it and go. So I can bring it with me if I want to go for a hike and then maybe work on my computer. Like when I get to the end of the hike, I can do that and just bring it with me. I can keep it in the car with me. The battery life is pretty good. And you can also just keep it plugged in as well. There is an issue with it likes to be unplugged once it's fully charged. Some people get around this with like keeping the charger on a timer, things like that, because I think it does overheat if it is plugged in constantly. I just keep it plugged in until it's charged, and haven't had any problems with that. So the other neat thing about this unit is that it has a USB outlet here as well, so I could bring my phone charger and charge it from the unit, which is kind of neat too. So the SIM card goes in there, and I will say you have to activate the SIM card in a cell phone before you put it in the unit. So if you order the SIM card and try to just put it in here directly, it won't work. It needs to be activated in a regular cell phone. So once you do that, you can transfer it here. And to connect for the first time, I have already used this, but I'll just kind of walk you through the steps of setting it up. To connect for the first time, you would go here. That's my password that I'm using for this video. It'll come preset with something else, and so just connect. And then once you are connected to the jetpack, there's different ways to go in and do it. It'll let you know that something's connected to it. There's different ways you can go in to change the settings. You can't change it on the actual jetpack the way I always go. There's other ways to do it too. Pretty much any setting that you can't change on the jetpack, it will direct you to this website. So you will sign in using the admin password, which is different from the Wi-Fi password that you use to sign on to the network. Okay, so you'll sign in with the password, and then you'll go right here. You'll go to jetpack settings, and then you'll go to advanced, and then to networks. And this is the thing that you need to change here. These are okay. You just have to change this to VSBL internet. And just, I don't know if it matters if you change it for both of them, but I did. I think it just matters if you do that top one there. But anyhow, I did change both of them, and then you just save changes. And then after that, you can change the network name and password if you want to change that too. You would just go customize settings and just change that. If you want to change the name and password, then you go to save changes, and then you'll have to scroll back. It'll do this thing got me. It would like have this little pop-up, but the pop-up would be at the top, so I would go to save changes and I wouldn't understand why it wouldn't load. So anyhow, once you go to save changes, it'll pop up, are you sure? It'll disconnect all connected devices, something like that, and then you'll need to confirm, and then it'll disconnect you, but then you'll be up and running. Like I said, this is really a great option because it's affordable. That's the main thing. It's $25 a month if you join a party plan, and you can just Google how to join a party plan. It doesn't have to be with people that you know. I'll include in the link the one that I used. You're not connected to people in your party group in any way as far as your account goes or anything like that. You just get the discount. And then Visible is really cool in that they also have other promotions, like, and I'll put my link in here too. Like they have referral discounts as well. I think you can get $20 off a month for up to 10 or 12 months for each referral that you do. So there's a limit, but I mean, it's, as far as comparison to Verizon cost for a similar service, it's a really great value. Like I said, Verizon will slow you down like once you reach the limit, and Visible doesn't have a cap on how much you can use, but I think overall the service, the fastest service is slower than Verizon, but is still adequate for streaming, and it's more than adequate for what I use. So anyhow, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment. I know there are probably other ways that are better for car camping if you're not connected to a lot of devices. Like I said, this is something that I have set up really with more mind, like camping in a travel trailer, and specifically looking at how to monitor temperature. So if you have any questions on how to set it up, or any comments about what you have in your setup, feel free to leave a comment below.